Well, I don't know if there's a team that could benefit more from the expanded 12-team playoff than Penn State, and with the elimination of divisions in the Big Ten, the Nittany Lions, they don't get Michigan this year. They will get Ohio State, as well as 3 of the conference newcomers from the West Coast. We'll talk about their schedule. James Franklin, he's got 2 new coordinators. 15 all-conference players back from a team that won 10 games a year ago. And here at Media Days, we've got a trio of seniors: Jaylen Reed, Dvon J. Thomas, and Tyler Warren. Gentlemen, welcome to the set. Welcome to Media Days. It's nice to see you all.
Thank you for having us.
Now, we just met a few minutes ago, and I said something that I really did mean, that you are the best dressed, and this is no offense to your teammates, because they look fabulous. But, and I feel like I wish I could get you to stand up, which we can't do on this set, but tell me about your fit, because I feel like you're the best dressed person I've seen at Media Days.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate it, you know. We could talk about this, though, but me and Dvon, we were going back and forth about this fit for about a month now. You know, shout out Dvon for helping me with my shoes, you know, but I feel like, in all seriousness, though, I feel like me dressing today, though, it gives me a chance to show my personality. You know, we don't get to usually put on suits and stuff, you know. Usually Coach Franklin, before the games, makes us put on the team jogging suit. You know, it's cool. But, you know, this is the time I was like, okay, I'm going to show a little personality, show the world who I am, you know. I'm real big into fashion, real big into dressing and stuff, and I like clothes a lot. So this is my time to show.
Yeah. I feel like you are begrudgingly.
No.
Yes,
he's very,
he's
very trim, very well dressed. You know, they both are for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I just come a little different. You know, I'm the flyest big man. You know, I'll take that title. You
Can
know,
I see? Can you
okay.
hold up the watch too? This watch is like.
Oh my goodness,
most
the
beautiful.
watch.
It ain't nothing, man. Shout out Shop God. It ain't nothing too crazy. My boy Christian.
Tyler, do you want to talk about how your outfit came together? No, I don't want to leave you out of this.
I gave him a color, and then he did the rest for me. I got my shoes from Kohl's and from my junior prom, and they still fit. So that's what I'm rocking today.
They're vintage now.
Yeah, I'm a little different than them with the fashion, but I think we all did a good job.
You all look sharp.
Shout out to Adrian Amos for the suits, though.
Here's the thing, guys. I think about Penn State and what you guys have been able to do the last several years. You're all veterans on this squad. But what is on the horizon? And I think the excitement about the talent you have coming back this year, the elimination of divisions in the Big Ten, the new teams coming in, the playoff going to 12 teams. I hear a lot of people talking about how Penn State's going to benefit the most. I mean, in the last 10 years, if it had been a 12-team playoff, you guys would have gone to the playoff 6 times. So there's some truth and numbers to back that up. What is the feeling inside the locker room? I know you guys have put in a lot of work in the offseason. I'll start down at the end with you, Tyler. What is the feeling around this program right now?
Yeah, I feel like obviously there is, more opportunity towards the end of the year, but nothing's going to happen unless we take care of business on the front end. So we got camp coming up, and then we'll be focused on our week 1 opponent and just going 1-0 and doing everything we can to prepare and become the best team we can, offense, defense, special teams. So just focusing on that and taking it one step at a time. We'll take care of the end of the road goals, but we're focused on the present right now.
Well said. You've been well coached at media training, I can tell. Don't look ahead. You came back for your 6th year.
That's right.
And a lot. I'm curious, what went into that decision, and ultimately, what's the goal for you right now as you go into your 6th year of college football?
I mean, just the opportunity we have. You know, like you said, in years past, if we had the playoff system, we would have made the playoffs 6 times, and just with all the talent that we have on the team. It's just another opportunity for us to showcase our talents, and then for me personally, I just want to be the best teammate I can be, one of the best defenders on the team, and be the best version of myself, improve my chances going to the next level, but overall just helping the team become better.
When you found out that these 2 guys were coming back for their 5th and 6th years, what were you
I was excited, playing with these 2 guys for the last my whole time since I was here. It's been a great blessing to play with these guys. They both are great teammates, especially Tyler Warren. I'm more with Tyler Warren more than I'm with Dvon, even though Dvon's on defense. I go against Tyler Warren every single day. He's a great competitor, great player, great teammate, so it's exciting to see that they came back for their last year to play with me again.
And you guys have a new defensive coordinator in Tom Allen, who, from what I understand, recruited you to Indiana.
Yes.
So you had a relationship with him before he took over. Well, obviously, a great defensive mind. What has he brought, and what have been the changes now that Manny Diaz is now coaching over at Duke?
Me personally, I think Coach Tom Allen, he's brought a great aspect and a mental aspect of the game of football. He's made me think think differently in the mental aspect of the game of football. Usually it's all about physical, how to tackle, But one thing Coach Allen does a great job of just breaking down each and every play and learning the ins and outs of defense, When you learn the ins and outs of defense, it make you play fast and all your natural talents come out naturally. So I feel like he's done a great job of that, and I appreciate him, And I feel like we're going to do great things with Coach Allen this year. So I'm excited to see what he brings.
100%.
Anything to add to that?
I mean, he's just brought new lifeblood to the building. Just his energy, his approach to the game has been just different. But I think it's one that we needed. The younger guys coming in, just our standard and our level of play hasn't dropped in the slightest. In fact, it's raised some with Coach Allen. And so we appreciate him for that truly, because he comes into the building every day ready to work, ready to put his best foot forward, and he's never not himself. So that's exactly what we need in the building.
Well, there's plenty of reasons to be excited about the defense and what you guys did last year in 3 shutouts, and we'll get more to that. But let's talk about this offense. You have a new offensive coordinator. Drew Allard, you think about it, 25 touchdowns and 2 interceptions last year. The numbers were really impressive. Coming into his second year as the guy, the starter, what have you seen from your quarterback?
Yeah, I think, when you talk about his performance last year, it kind of showed his maturity at a young age. It was his first year starting, and be that safe with the football and protect the ball is a really important thing as a quarterback. So I think just having that first year under his belt and then being able to become more of a vocal leader, I've seen him kind of pick that up this offseason. He's a little more comfortable. So I think it's been really good. And the offense as a whole, I feel like we're as close a unit as we've been since I've been here. So really just getting behind him and having his back, he's got our back, playing as one unit. It's going to be really fun this year. Tell
him to just keep throwing the ball to the tight ends in the end zone, right? That's the playbook?
Yeah. That's the game plan.
I am curious, though, the impact of coach-to-player communication on the headset. That's one of the new rules in addition to the 18 tablets that you guys are going to be able to have on the sidelines. Yeah. Has that been something – have you guys been practicing that? I mean, I know Drew's the one that's going to be listening to Coach calling plays, but how does that impact you guys, or how have you seen it show up?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's not that crazy of a thing. I guess it's just less signals you really have to learn, because now there won't be that need for really all the signals and stuff like that, or different ways to get the plays in. But other than that, still, just like huddle up like normal. So it's not a crazy thing, but I think it will be a benefit for us and make it a little bit easier for just all the extra stuff that had to go into calling plays before.
And how about the tablets? And again, I know this is like a coaching question more than anything, but the in-game adjustments, Chris Peterson, who's one of the coaching greats, said this might be the great equalizer.
Yeah.
So tell me about.
There's a lot more fluidity in that, you know what I mean, in terms of how we play, what we're seeing out there. Corrections happen immediately, as opposed to, okay, maybe we see it now, maybe I'll come off the sideline and say, okay, this is what I seen, this is what happened, X, Y, Z, and then you correct it later off assumptions. But now with the iPads, you can actually see everything, how it played out, where there was a misfire, and you fix it immediately. There's no miscommunication anymore as to, okay, what happened here or what happened there, X, Y, Z. Now it's right in front of you. So
I read that you committed to Penn State at the Polynesian Bowl. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And you ultimately picked Penn State over USC?
Yeah, Penn State over USC. What's funny about that is, actually, I committed to Penn State like months before that, but I committed to announce it on CBS at the Polynesian Bowl, so I had to keep it under wraps.
Ooh.
I signed the paperwork in my parents' car on signing day at 7 o'clock in the morning before class, and then I went to class. But I had actually committed in November after my OV. So it was crazy.
That was a long time ago now. What do you remember about, you think and you have as much information as you can have about why you want to choose Penn State, but what ultimately was going through your mind, and how did you decide that this was the right place for you?
I mean, it was the stability. Coach Franklin has been coaching for an incredibly long time. And then along with that, the pedigree that goes into Penn State, the amount of talent that they've produced over the last 10 plus years, what have you. And then you have the amount of players that are coming in. Like, my class had incredibly talented players. So it was kind of a no-brainer. And then you have the family-oriented space. And then it just allowed me space to grow, not only as a player, but as a man. So I appreciate Penn State tremendously for that, because I've grown tremendously since my first day to my last day coming up soon. So
yeah, it is wild to think about, and one of the questions I actually would love to ask all of you, because this always elicits some good responses. If you could go back and tell your 18-year-old self something, maybe give him a piece of advice, warn him about something, maybe tell him to do something or not do something, what would you go? If you could go back and tell your 18-year-old Jaylen self, what would you say?
Me personally, I would definitely stay in the house more as a college student, you know. And me young, when I was young, man, I was going out a lot freshman year. I would say definitely if I go back and tell myself, I stay to the course and stay focused more as a young guy, you know, because the quicker you learn the process of college and the quicker you learn the process of Penn State, you know, it helps you longer in the long run, you know. Not me learning sophomore year or junior year. I could have learned it faster freshman year, but I'm still happy with my process and the way I came up here, so.
Yeah, good answer. Stay in the house more. I like that. How about you?
That's just me.
You know, I'll probably say just be you. You know, it's not a matter of if it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of when. Be consistent. You know, try to, you know, be better. You're 1%. You know what they tell you, and enjoy it. You know, because the days are gonna go by fast. Years fly, months are slow, and then days just come and go. So enjoy it.
Yeah, like Dvon said, really enjoy it though. Like,
yeah, enjoy it.
Me up here right now is it's just a true blessing. You know, I can't believe like my life is just going so fast like this. You know, and I'm almost done. My career is almost done at Penn State. You know, and I feel like I just got here. You know, I just feel like you just gotta enjoy the process, man. Enjoy every moment of it. You know, that's what I'm trying to do my last year here. Just enjoy everything with each and one of my teammates. Keep going over each other's houses. Keep spending time with each other. You know, just I don't got a lot of time left, especially the young guys that I'm trying to mold into older guys when I leave, so they can lead a tradition going and lead a standard uphold. You know, so I say me personally, just enjoying the process, but just being where your feet is and being in the moment. I say one thing.
You guys are speaking to this old lady's heart, because I do think it's so easy, especially when you're younger, to not realize where you are in the moment and to be looking ahead and wanting the next thing and wanting to build and grow and get to that next place. And you are in a really special moment in your lives right now. So I love that answer. Anything you would add?
Yeah, for me it was more just understanding that everyone's process is a little bit different. So, because when I came as a freshman and maybe wasn't at the spot I want to be at, and I was kind of like not sure if college football was going to be something I could actually do for real, but just understand that everyone's got to grow differently, and it takes a while to get to a certain spot to be able to play at this high of a level. Some guys can come in and do it right away, and some guys need a year or two, so that was really the big thing for me.
Well, you guys have all been putting in the work for a long time, and there's a reason why the three of you are sitting up here representing Penn State heading into what's going to be an exciting year. I want to take a look at your schedule, because I think you guys have one of the most exciting regular season schedules that I've seen. You open up at West Virginia, and then you also get, as I mentioned, off the top 3 of the 4 new schools. You play at USC, and then you got Washington and UCLA at home. Huskies are the whiteout game. That's going to be bananas. When you look at this, like what jumps out to you? What excites you the most?
West Virginia. It's the first game. It's the season opener. I mean, we got to get past West Virginia to get to Washington. I mean, we got to get past West Virginia to get to Bowling Green. So West Virginia is probably the most exciting game.
It's a hornet's nest down there. That's what Coach Franklin called it. That place is
I can't wait to see what that place brings, you know, and the environment. I keep hearing Coach Franklin talk about it. I've never been, so I never even took a visit. So I'm waiting to see, excited to see West Virginia at that place.
West Virginia at home is going to be crazy. Oh, and he's a Virginia guy, so, you know. West Virginia right around the corner.
Not West Virginia.
You know.
Still, you know.
Still right around the corner.
Tomato.
Yeah.
No, it is exciting. I mean, it's wild, and I think about Penn State and USC at the Coliseum October 12th. Do you guys remember, I don't know what grade you were in, 2017, that Rose Bowl?
No, I remember it.
Yeah, no, I remember it. I was a junior, I think, in high school, or sophomore or junior in high school. That's crazy. No, that game was crazy. It was electric, though.
It was electric. Yeah, talk about time going
fast. That was with Saquon in them.
Yeah, what? Saquon had that long run. Oh, my goodness.
It was back and forth and back and forth.
Cut.
Okay, one thing before we let you guys go. I like to think of, you know, you get a lot of football questions. I would like to ask you maybe one non-football question. Have you had any really good questions so far at Media Day that are non-football related? Like
it's been a few good ones.
Yeah, well, okay, good. Share them with me. I can steal one. I got some here.
Lee, you got me on the spot.
Okay, all right. One of the ones I heard was if your teammate was a type of food, what would he be? Which no. That was one that I just walked by and overheard, so we can leave that one. Okay, songs you are listening to most right now. Like if we were gonna pull up your whatever, Pandora, Spotify, whatever.
Can I look at it?
You can cheat, sure. That's fine.
Nah, I got. Oh, go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
You know, I got Drizzy Drake. You know. Yeah, I got whatever Drake. I play
Any
it all.
Drake. Cool.
Drake.
I've been listening to Lil Baby a lot lately.
Okay.
Lil Baby.
I'm going Alan Jackson or George Strait.
There you go.
Old school.
You know, he's got a different genre over there.
I'm with you on that one. I like that vibe. All right, gentlemen, enjoy the rest of the day. Good luck in camp, and we cannot wait to watch you play all those awesome games and against all those wonderful teams. Best of luck.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.